Now they stop torturing the Boston Red Sox fan over there.
Okay, all right.
I know, that's what happened. Okay, just to call everybody's attention, we'll have a public hearing on 29th regarding the school district and the city of Syracuse annual estimate. I have a local law here that is ready, I believe, right, City Clerk? We've already tabled this once, okay. Councilor Williams.
Thank you, Councilor Hogan. Local law 9B should be ready.
Okay. And there'll be some commissioners of deeds. On behalf of President Hudson, I will submit them. Councilor Caldwell.
There's none.
Wait, hold it. There's none?
There's none.
Okay, there is no commissioner of deeds. Thank you.
It will be withdrawn.
Okay, withdrawn, okay. Councilor Caldwell.
Thank you, Pro Tem Hogan. We're all set. Only thing that we're gonna just hold for now is item number 25. We're gonna have a committee meeting to address the facility, the process, what's next, where the funding coming from, some of the grants and some of the other issues some of my other fellow councilors have. But I think, me personally, that we need to move forward and go ahead with the dog shelter. But I also respect my other colleagues on their questions and concerns, and I think we should address the questions and concerns and have a committee meeting. But other than that, we're all set.
Thank you, Councilor Caldwell. And
So that's 24 and 25.
Yeah, we're holding them, just holding them until, I'll say maybe next meeting.
so 11 through 23 are ready, and we're holding 24 and 25. Councilor Majok.
Thank you, Pro Tem. I have item 26 to 34. We will know if we are proceeding with the 26 at 1 o'clock. 32, the chief should have provided some information to the councilors on Wednesday.
Joe, what did you say about 26, 27? I'm sorry.
We'll know by 1 o'clock.
Okay.
Whether taking that off or,
Okay.
yeah, which is most likely. Yeah, Chief?
I had a question to how many cars we had and how many Rich Off, First Deputy Chief of Police. I sent an email, I was off Thursday and Friday, but I sent an email out this morning. I have a copy over here I can give to the council if they want to take a look at it. Basically, we have a number of cars that don't have radios. The motorcycles don't have radios, some of the garage cars don't have radios. Our pallet cars don't have radios, so that's why the disparity between the number of cars we have and the number of radios we're asking for.
Okay.
And a couple of them actually have more than one radio, like our bus that we use on crime scenes has several radios, so, but 300 is a close number to get us where we need to be, and we need a few spares.
The idea is to just upgrade the existing radios.
Yes, they're about 15 years old, and they're at end of life.
You know how many they are?
Yeah, there's 300 of them.
300. Any other questions?
Okay, so Councilor Majok, we'll know at 1
Yeah,
o'clock for
yeah,
26,
that's right.
27 through,
Everything else is ready.
okay, everything else is ready. 27 through 34 is ready. Councilor Paniagua.
I have items 35 through 38, but if there are no questions, they're ready.
Okay, they're up. Okay, under Councilor Paniagua, 35 through 38 are ready. Councilor Gathers.
Thank you, President Pro Temp. I have items 39 through 51. For 39, do we have the final RFP for this one ready? Potentially, yes. We'll probably do that as well.
Councilors, Connor Muldoon, Chief Operating Officer. Yes, we do have that. It was emailed to you on Thursday.
Okay. And would it be feasible, Councilor Williams, would you like to have a committee meeting along with this?
Pardon me, Chief, could you repeat your
Do we
response
have-
to Councilor Gathers? I heard it, but it's like...
Yep, so the question
39.
was, is the RFP ready
Yeah.
to go? We said yes, and we emailed to you last Thursday, and then a question about a future committee meeting.
Gotcha. I took a couple days off for my birthday, and so I will acknowledge I didn't read it on Friday. Yeah, can we connect during the break and we'll get back to you?
I'll get back to you. I'll get back to you on that one.
All right, thank you.
So with 39, what are we doing?
We're gonna know by 1 o'clock.
Oh, 1 by 1 PM,
Yep.
okay.
And then for 45 and 46, were we all set for the SDC Center?
Yes, I am
All set for that?
all set.
All right. Hearing no other questions, if there's no further questions, we'll be all set for 39 through 51.
Okay, so we're waiting for, at 1 o'clock, 40 through 51 is all ready.
Yep.
Okay. My items 52 and 53 on advice of the law department we're holding, and 54 I'm calling ready.
Where's, OJ, is that, there's, information that's not.
Commissioner of Assessment. I'm ready. Was the MOU the outstanding question?
What are we talking about, City
We're
Clerk?
talking
now?
about 54 and
Okay.
55, nothing came through. So what are you doing? That should be held.
Did we want to share draft MOU language with the rescue mission arrangement?
There's no legislation for this right here.
Wait, you're saying there's no legislation?
No, we didn't get,
What did we miss? I'm sorry.
okay, so you was in the communication all Friday, so you tell them what you was missing.
Are we looking for, I'm sorry, I'm a step behind here
The tax
apparently.
shelter agreement.
No, these are not the shelter rent. This is the rescue mission purchase and
Right.
sale agreement.
Oh, okay,
Oh, no, that, yeah.
This is.
I'll be ready to speak to that.
okay,
Here, no. This is the PSA for the Seymour and West Onondaga
okay.
lots.
All right, so we did get this descriptions, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so now I'm
This
back
should
on
be
the same
good.
page.
Thank you.
All right.
So before I have a question while you're here. So with this being said that we sort of have a MOU with them, have we discussed to them like
Okay,
what the
all right,
build
so we
out is
got-
going to look like and is what is actually really going to go in there?
Yeah, build out, I mean, this thing is plus or minus programmed, retail tenant spaces, office space. As far as design goes, they've been through the design process. Our staff have had ample opportunity to weigh in. I think have really shaped this into a better project than it started. And I think it was most of our opinion that it was a pretty good project as first proposed. So long-winded, yes.
So where would they park?
There'll be parking on the site on the Seymour side, curb cut on Seymour. There's also parking around the way on Granger. And there should be on-street parking spaces ultimately on Seymour after the streetscape improvements are completed.
You'll certainly spruce up that long neglected
It's-
corner.
As this is part of a regular walking loop, it's just going to be a sea change in how the streetscape presents over there.
Is this going to be taxable or non-taxable?
Based on everything I've understood so far, taxable.
You don't,
And nothing's been suggested
You guys were speaking about an MOU,
to imply
so-
otherwise.
yeah, we were supposed to get an MOU, right?
So the draft MOU has been refined, I believe, and I was just talking to Eric beforehand, circulated internally. Rescue Mission folks are here and have seen a draft. And of course, we would not be executing any purchase and sale agreement until that has been executed. That's a prerequisite for this.
Yeah, I mean, this is us voting on the legislation, and then the final agreement will be the,
Precisely,
Okay.
to authorize the contract.
You want a copy of the
Yeah, we
MOU?
want a copy of
get
the
it.
MOU.
We'll circulate that,
when you
yes.
guys find the
Yeah, we need that
finalize it.
first, though.
Before we vote? No.
The MOU? Yeah, we do
Normally
to make
see it.
sure.
If you want to see it, they can just send you the.
But that is an agreement between the administration and the rescue mission.
Right, with respect to terms and conditions
This
that
is-
don't necessarily bear on the
This-
conveyance.
Before the final sign off, we vote the legislation, and then the MOU is going to be put in effect, correct?
Yeah, it'll be executed between both
Let
parties.
him answer, will you, city clerk? Okay.
Yes, and I won't be putting pen to paper on a PSA until that MOU has been executed and obviously shared with everybody at the table here.
Hogan, what I'm saying is that a MOU, most of the time.
Councilor Hogan.
What I'm saying, Hogan, is most of the time the council want to see what the MOU look like before you vote on it. MOU normally come with, and, but it, it's,
This one's a little
MOU is between the
unusual.
that's
administration
the
and,
city.
and the rescue mission. They're up to it in actually making sure the terms of the agreement with the MOU are okay. This is us selling the property and the
That's right.
legislation.
Yep.
It's
Don't
two
they co-
separate entities.
But doesn't it sort of work together, Hogan, Councilor Hogan?
Well, in this case, I think we should probably sell and then bring the MOU to us.
But once they sell, then if it switch up, what happens then?
This would be a positive development for that area, and I don't see any reason to hold it, to tell you the truth, but.
Well, I would just say nothing against the development, but if you can, just to alleviate everything, if we can just get a copy of the MOU.
Absolutely.
And then, as we asked for it, and then we
To us
can,
before 1 o'clock, the MOU?
That's a resounding yes from Eric, but I'll let him say it.
Thanks, Councilor. Eric Ennis, Neighborhood and Business Development. So yes, and I know we talked about this at study session on Wednesday. It has been, what we've been doing is direct conversations with the rescue mission, Syracuse Police, because a number of this is just related to making sure we really are aligned on the enforcement of that area. It's just we're not there with a finished version. I can share the draft that's been disseminated. So I'm happy to share that. I just wanted to note we're working through the final language.
I believe the draft would be fine.
Sure,
Just for
okay.
us to see the language, that's all we need.
Great.
So
We'll
get
make sure
that-
we send that.
Did you email all the counselors then?
Yep.
Thank you.
I'll make sure we share that. Thank you.
Counselor Williams.
Thank you, Councilor Hogan. I have items 55 through 60. 55 will be held, 56 will be held, 57 will be held, 58, 59, 60 are ready.
Okay, run through that again, Counselor Williams.
55 will be held.
Okay, about 56?
Held. 57 will be held. 58, 59, 60 are ready.
Okay, thank you. Okay, 55, 56, 57 held, 58, 59, 60 ready. Counselor Jones-Rouser.
Very close. Thank you, Pro Tem. I have items 61 through 68. 61, we have the new language. 61 is ready. 62 is ready. Do you know if we heard any? Oh, 63 is not being held, right?
Kimon Jordan, Director of Housing and Neighborhood Planning. So 63 is withdrawn.
Oh, 63 is withdrawn, okay.
For 64 at 136 Nelson, we have not heard from the property owner.
Okay.
Said
So that's-
63
that'll
withdrawn.
go.
Yes,
So that's ready.
yes.
Um,
65 withdrawn.
Yep.
66 withdrawn.
67, 68 are all withdrawn.
I don't know about 68, but 67 is withdrawn.
Oh, I'm sorry, 68, no. Yeah, 67. I'm sorry. 65, 66, 67 is all withdrawn. Okay. And we're going to go ahead and move 64. All right. And 68 is also ready. The appointment to the Land Bank Cap Board.
Thank you, Kimon. I think this is awesome. Because the objective is first of all, we want people to pay their taxes, right? But we also want to support them and help them with finding ways to support, right? Because we want people in livable houses. So thank you for the work. Thank you also.
To echo what you're saying, Counselor, I also want to thank the Finance Department because they have just been wonderful. Commissioner, thank you. Yeah.
Okay, just to get back, come on. 61 is ready, 62 is ready, 63 withdrawn, 65 withdrawn, 66, 67, 68 withdrawn, and 64 is ready, right, Counselor?
Yes.
Okay. Okay.
68
So-
is ready.
60.
68 is ready?
Oh, 68 is ready, I'm sorry.
Okay.
Thank you,
Okay.
Kamau.
Supplemental, okay, thank you, Counselor Daniago, for correcting me. Okay, Council Gathers.
Thank you, President Pro Tem, again, as supplemental waiver items in regards to 69 to 71, which is the sidewalk program, something that we have to do. We'll have a public hearing on this on May 7th, so that's going to be ready.
Okay.
It's going to be held after the budget vote.
Okay,
Okay,
good.
oh, yeah, we got to vote. Sorry.
Vote on that. After the budget is voted on, we go back and vote on that.
Okay, 70 is,
I misspoke. 69 to 71 will be held.
No, 70 and 71 is going to be held. 69 is public hearing, that's good.
69 I'm good for?
ready.
70 and 71 is going to be held. 69 is ready.
70. Okay, and then I have councilors, I have 72 and 73, and that, well, they are both ready, so. Unless the commissioner wants to explain it. You've been coming up here. We don't have the legislation for
We
this?
can't move these.
Right.
Without getting too far into it, there are a lot of moving parts on this. Draft term sheets were exchanged late last week. There were a couple discrepancies perceived by others. We don't have anything for
So
you
the
this morning.
councilors sponsoring this legislation, I didn't know we didn't have the legislation in on it yet.
We discovered some discrepancies late in the game. And, you know, with an absolute obligation to make this perfect, we can't move this forward.
Are these
We
discrepancies?
will have something.
Are they predicated on the SHA or what, or us?
No, among all of us, you know, asynchronous communication, just terms getting dropped in the gaps. We got to get the language a little tighter.
One thing I want to add that just maybe if we can get everything together, we might can add this to the special meeting that we're going to have for the budget.
Thank you, Clerk. To the extent that we can get this sooner than later, yes.
Right, Joe? Yeah. If we can-
Close of business today, I really hope we can have something before everybody's eyes
Yeah.
on our end.
So we're going to have a special meeting on, what day, Brian?
May 7th.
May 7th for the budget, and we probably can add it to the special meeting agenda.
Okay.
I appreciate your patience in dealing with this when you were the one who got it on the waiver agenda, but this has just been an absolute
I
adventure
wish
for
I'd known
48
about it
hours.
a little earlier than.
Understood.
So in other words, we won't have to obviously ask for a waiver of the rules for these two.
You just have to waive the rules.
We'll have to do it May 7th, right?
You just got to waive the rules so you can have the public hearing for the sidewalk program, that's it.
Okay, that's it.
Okay.
Well, I mean, as far as, there's no holding of 72 or 73 because they're not ready, correct, Joe? Okay. Thank you. Any other questions? Okay, motion adjourned?
So moved.
Second.